now we go into the second phase of the drafts. Do BTR want to start respecting potential burst from Evos?
Potential burst.
Because we're thinking, you know, like the signature gourds.
Yeah, the gourd is like the pick that comes to mind almost immediately. But a more traditional pick would be a Farsa. That would be in line with the whole tempo mobility thing if Evos want to play that style.
Well, Evos start first. They ban out the Valier.
Again, like game one. It seems like knowing that their composition, a lot of like jump, you know, engage, a lot of shoulder to shoulders.
Especially Baxia, yeah?
Baxia, you know, the Paquito will like to go shoulder to shoulder, and the Valier definitely can hinder that, you know, potential. And the carry you mentioned earlier on, Arashi, will be respected and denied here in the second phase.
Huh. Now it's a bit concerning because usually against the Freya, I think the Kareth is the only real like easy lane. The Claude and the Kareth, they really get punished quite a bit. So that leads you to believe Evos has something more. Could they possibly go for a fighter gold lane? They've overcooked before, you know. It wouldn't be too crazy to think about it now.
Magic is my life.
And they're banning the Kareth. They're narrowing down the gold lane pool even more.
Yeah.
They have to have something unorthodox here.
Again, overcooking? Question mark?
What works against the Freya? What have we seen lane well against the Freya?
It's really hard if we're talking about like in range, but maybe like after, right? When the 4v4s, the 5v5s, their crowd control definitely can nullify the power of Freya, but like
Yeah, we're
lane,
thinking lane now. We're thinking lane, yeah?
I think it's
Well,
They might just go weak side and go for ganks, right? With the Baxia, with the Kalea. They do go for the Claude. 100 times pick? Is that correct? Wow.
so now do BTR want to keep the Freya in the gold lane, or do they want to move it to the EXP lane
I think
to lane up against the Paquito? That's the question now.
just you don't have to overcomplicate it. I think
So
Gold
what's the
lane,
answer?
yeah, I mean Freya gold lane, right? Secure a EXP that gets well, you know, an Alice might work here.
It's been the go-to solution for Bigatron.
Yes.
Isn't Bovius open?
Phoveus is open.
It is open. And it is a quote-unquote okay matchup against the Paquito.
Crowned by heaven's mandate. My legacy
Whoa,
shall
so
endure.
Freya EXP.
City Moscow, they're playing the macro game here. So many ways for them to check out, to scout out for info. If this game goes late, again, that's a lot of damage and a lot of informational tools available for Bigatron. Not to mention the global with the SOD. Evos need to recognize that. They're going back to the Kimmy. So no burst damage.
Wow.
Really, they're in it with the Kalea for the sustain, knowing that the Gatot can cancel out the pick-off attempt.
Again, this is match point. We might be seeing the final game. Predictions for game number 4.
Oh boy, I kind of like Bigatron's more. And knowing that the games have been going to 20-something minutes, I feel like Bigatron has more value then.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, and I'm just following trends with a bigger choke trend. So I'm expecting a game 5.
Okay.
Okay, so you expect it to go 2-2. And I guess we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, our second play-in match. And for the White Tigers, they are up against the wall. Everything is on the line if they want to continue their playoff run and their chance and opportunity to make it to Paris. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw it over to our casters for game number 4.
2-1 is the score. BTR is very familiar with this situation.
Too
and
familiar.
in a bad way.
Too familiar, man. Way too familiar. It is a very scary place to be in, BTR. It's either 3-0 or 3-2, but not in the way you wanted to go. But I agree with Arashi. I think BTR have gotten a very, very good composition. Evos have gone for a lineup that synergizes well, but they have taken an L in matchups.
Luke has a Paquito against a Freya.
and Bakimi against Zetian.
Yeah. Fortunately though, some teams actually managed to play the Paquito and get better tempo than the Freya, so it's not necessarily a hand-to-hand combat most of the time. Just evade the team fight. That's a gold crab take, I believe, for Finn.
Yep. Good snatch away. Nile here providing help to Moreno. Nile has already gone to Lethal Wanderer as well. Now they're trying to go for the invade early against Albert. And that's a take from Nile. Albert denied off the gold crab, denied of the small green camp down below, and denied of his own lizard.
Yeah, it's kind of a deja vu, but looking at the emblem right now, a bargain hunter for Eman. So he wants to be online as soon as possible.
I like that.
And yeah, it's more of a utility mate here, right, with the Ziltian, so you gotta have to be able to be online much more earlier. Now Nile does not have level 4 just yet. He's gonna get his orange buff just a second, and maybe the fight's gonna start after that.
Yeah, a bit greedy. Could have been a level advantage straight up against Albert, but now let's get the shield unity straight in. Few with immobilization. Shogun walking up on Few. Then pops in to revitalize, but it's up against Baksha early on. Shogun, he left the lane, and this should be free neutral objective to Evos.
And there's a reason why Baksha has been banned most of the time, even in MPLPH. The tempo is crazy, especially if you have the Paquito. And now look at that!
Yeah.
Shogun early, vengeance.
That's really, really bad. So Tian coming in as well. Key's able to find it. Now it's going to be Shogun in the midst of it all. Jumps in, but there's no damage. SOD lands with 4. I guess you can out-damage them.
Hold on! Oh my goodness, Evos, I thought it was going to be a clear win, but never mind. BTR actually bounced back and actually winning in terms of economy.
Bro, Shogun fighting at level 3 is so risky, yet it worked. My god. Freya with no level 4 is so tough to make work.
And he already burned the vengeance
Exactly.
on top of that.
That was crazy. I thought it was a whiff.
Yeah, that was a big question mark, and if the play would have gone the other way, we would probably just be like, huh? Vas?
That could have been a Voss moment, yes, but it turned out to be a very good 2 kills onto the bargain hunter man down below in the gold lane, the Red Raider.
Now it looks like it's gonna be an immediate golden staff most likely for this Freya, or of course if Sight. The Shogun is eyeing for more attack speed immediately. No boots at all for the XP lanes so far, and for a good reason. They would just want to clear and try to be online in the team fight. Rotating with not clearing the minions is still okay too for the second objective.
Luke's actually doing a very good job in the lane here. He actually only took the XP crab against Shogun. I think the risky play Shogun made is now really going to start hurting him in lane.
By the way, if he was actually building towards that Blood Wings, I was questioning why is it not going one, but I remember that it's a Baksha, so there's a reason. He's going to be there, the Life Bane, built in on towards the hero. Definitely a very balanced hero in front play.
That's what led to the first kill on Finn, first blood. We try to revitalize, try to utilize the passive, but the Baksha and the King just pour through him.
And the DOZ in the early game is super underrated.
Yep,
So you gotta watch out for that initial damage, even as a frontliner.
Whoa, they sent Shogun straight into the turtle. He's actually level 7. I thought he would be behind of Luke. Eman up top, this means BTR want to go for it. Vengeance ready for Shogun. Finn already with the Unbreakable. Trying to go for the taunt right now, but won't be able to find it now as Albert jumps in and Key whiffs it a bit. Tsunami slam, but Shogun comes in. That's it, is Tian. Emperor's coming in, and the retreat still goes to Albert. As now it's going to be chased down by Albert, and now it's going to be Moreno caught in the midst of it all. He needs to run away, but Luke smacks him down. It's a big knockout. Shogun doing well by himself against both Key and Few. A double as he now moves into mid, but we have to take a look at the Red Raider, who all in that time has been able to get all of the gold turret. Now Luke gets away with a double punch.
A costly whiff there for Key. And now the lead grows more and more. It's actually not that bad as I thought.
Nope.
In terms of economy.
But we have to see the allocation, Sheffin. The allocation of gold right now, Eman's got plenty, and he has on
a bargain hunter.
Exactly. Look at the build. He's about to finish DHS.
And he is almost 1k gold lead ahead of Erlan. Yeah, not good at all, but Evos still catching up, and we've seen this in the regular season a lot of times. Evos in the back foot, they just play the macro game really well. SOD connected. I don't know if you want to go for Albert here, but he is overstepping his bounds.
Oh god, maybe they want to go for Albert. Deadly Magic as well. Albert goes down, but Finn gets the kill. All right, I mean, it's still a pick-off. It's still a win. It's still a win. It's still a win.
Yeah, Albert, very optimistic in his approach, I guess. And
a bit disrespectful, just a tad bit.
once you get that shield immunity out of the way, Faksha is pretty much a walking target. As long as you have the damage, it's easy, free money, walking ATM.
Yep. And the Fear of the Phoenix, man, something we called out here as well. Me and Chef and Falcon Descent coming down on Luke, man. Deadly Magic as well. They're going to go for a full dive. And they shred him down. The regen is not enough to keep Luke alive. This is why the Freya needs to be banned or picked.
Yeah, maybe a full use on the other side could help too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do you want to let go of the Paquito and Freya at the same time?
That's
but
the thing.
you do have the Phobias though. Yeah, it's if buts and maybes at this point.
Look at this Freya. He's just doing whatever he wants to do. Shogun can do whatever.
Yeah.
And again, we were talking about the Zetian pick. Fear of the Phoenix is great to respond to a Tsunami Slam.
Especially this kind of competition when it's kind of all in for Evos' frontliner.
There you go.
Albert's there, he's there, but thankfully though they have constant damage at Few and also Erlan at the same time.
Alba with the walk-up, double taunt now with Fear of the Phoenix,
Oh
and
my
it's the
God.
full lock-on Few with the AOG of Finn. Luke with the knockout strike, and BTR with a secure on the neutral objective finally sends the gold lead past the 2K mark.
Dude, every single Fury of the Phoenix,
I'm telling you,
cannot be more perfectly timed by the maestro,
he's conducting.
the orchestra. Wow.
Oh, with a glowing wand. At this point, he should have built Lightning Truncheon. I'm joking, but
I
you know.
think might be the second item, no?
Yeah, I think so. He just wants to go for that burst. And the thing is, it's so difficult because this is why we were skeptical about the Kimmy choice, right? Yes, you have that combo. You have the synergy with the Baksha and the front to back that you're building. But in lane, you can't bully the Zetian. If that happens, that means it's so free for the Zetian to just scale up, get those items, pop an ability, and stun 5.
Looking at the bright side though, the clear is still decent with Evos, even though they're behind in this early of a game.
Yep.
Push come to shove when you're turtling the base with all inhibitor turrets intact. That is where Evos is unironically the most dangerous.
And this Bargain Hunter has really paid dividends, dude. My lord, he's already almost on the Golden Staff, so he's going to be a whole item ahead of Erlan if this keeps on going.
It seems greedy, but when things fall into place, it is just huge for Eman right now. And right now, a lot of damage dealers from BTR side. And I always say this in the regular season, if you want to go against the Kalea, make sure that you have more than one basket that you want to pour the eggs on. At that point, Kalea is forced to pick and choose on who is the greater threat. And at this point, who is it even? Do you want to go for Shogun with a vengeance? I mean, you can burst him down, but at the same time, there's going to be too much resource that you have to burn.
With how behind they are, I don't even think they can burst Shogun down because their damage comes
Maybe
through.
with turret aggro.
Yeah, okay, with turret aggro, sure, but like, when is Shogun gonna be on the turret? That requires a crazy biggie choke. But it can happen. Moreno in the mid lane with a flicker. He has the passive, not burnt out just yet, and that's why he's so comfortable walking up. Another very good source to deal with the Kalea.
Still waiting game right now, Evos. Waiting for the opportunity, waiting for K to pull the trigger. And I feel like that is too much burden for the El Momento, but
Wishing Lantern, second item.
I guess he knows that his target is most likely Key and also Albert. So Lightning Truncheon against the frontliners is not going to be that impactful compared to Wishing Lantern.
It's all about the poke. Then it makes sense. And Mount playing it safe, already has the Golden Staff now, building towards the Wind of Nature. The only guy now that can really be threatening to him would be the Claude and the Paquito.
He's even online the Claude right now.
No,
I guess
but like,
he is.
but
with
those are the only
DHS
dudes.
And the corrosive sight. He's on his way to a DHS, I believe, Golden Staff.
Oh, there you go. Big item, Chastise Pauldron.
Very big.
Should be able to deal with it. And Man with a step gets away from the shield unity, but Shogun's waiting right there in the bush.
I gotta say,
That's the blast.
BTR is playing this incredibly passive, and I like that.
Yeah.
With the Zetian, you can just poke around and wait for the opportunity, and it has been working so far with the Fear of Phoenixes.
No reason to rush. Finn with the Unbreakable. Shogun with
that's
the
a
back of the
rush.
descent. There you go. That's a bit of a rush right now. Shogun comes into the back line, but now he's going to jump all the way. AOG coming out, and Shogun pops into Vengeance. That's going to be the kill over on Key as Albert takes a lot of damage as well. And Nile comes around. Poke coming down from the Maestro. Shooting it around. Now they'll go for the Retribution, and he wins it out. Fear in the midst of it all, bursts it down already, but Nael and Moreno walks in as Sony! And the Red Raider walks up and he gets sunned up. Oh! With a killing spree on Nael and a wipeout on BTR!
The robots are using hacks! His immortal Amon cannot be killed at this point! And they are marching through the second tier turrets of Evos before the Lord even hits.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
How did that happen? Evos took the gamble. They thought they could fight. The Red Raider on Moskov. He didn't even have that one item advantage. Only now does he have it, so it's... Oh God!
Yeah. Kind of a questionable engage by Shogun, but maybe that is intentional? Because at the same time, you want to bait Evos to use the dashes, right? So that the Fury of the Phoenix has more value. But by the way, Finn with a clutch unbreakable, I believe, to Albert at the last moment where the 50-50 happens. And it's not even a 50-50 at that point, it's a 100-0 for Nile.
Such a scattered fight, though, that they weren't able to capitalize on the Lord. They were all so low, they had to recall. We get a replay again, and even the replay can't believe it. It's like, which one do we replay? Here's the moment. Finn goes in the back, zones them, the AOG into the Tsunami Slam.
Oh my god, the peel also as well. Yep. I thought it was only the Unbreakable. The AOG was so clutch. And how unfair is it when you're playing against a Kalea, you have a Gapot in front of you, and also the Zetian? You cannot expect a good follow-up at all.
This dude, I thought it was a mistake here. He got the kill first. He purifies skill 2, throws it back, feeds him to the fishes, or rather the sharks or the robots.
Yeah, I don't get any references. But yeah, now 6k gold lead for BTR. Evos, they're in the brink of elimination here in this stage that they're mostly known to perform. I mean, they're second placer only to Onyx at this stage.
The Velodrome has always been magical for the Tigers.
And it's disastrous for BTR, so it's so jarring to see that BTR is dominating the Tigers right now.
Don't call it off just yet. Don't jinx it.
I think BTR is gonna win this miracle.
Oh God, now Eva.
Convincingly as well.
Sugar. All right, Finn. It's just all about the slow game now, though, right? It's all about the slow game. Evos are trying to scale up. BTR have proper scaling as well. They are gonna do very, very well. But as they move towards the siege, that's actually when they begin opening up their composition. That's where, again, like you said, the Tsunami Slams can bring Shogun on their turret. Then we'll have some of those moves where Luke could possibly flank Moreno. That's why BTR are playing it so safe. They know there's a chance for Evos to look for that flank, especially with Key on a hero like this.
And the respect is given from BTR too. I believe Shogun is actually building towards the already built Chastised Cauldron. So he knows that at this point, even though he is a well-fed Freya, despite the KDA, he's still kind of a main tanker in a way. Yep. You know, aside from Finn, obviously.
Very good Lord Dance here. Slow push top gonna have to send the Paquito, and this means that BTR can go for a 4v5 if he shows. BTR are not gonna let go. They're gonna constantly put pressure on the Lord. Half HP already, and that's why Luke doesn't show. And they reset. They know Luke is afraid to show. Any bit of hesitation can kill Evos here.
Evos is getting a taste of their own medicine.
The Lord
here.
Dance.
Yes, and all the turrets are
Luke, don't show.
For
Luke,
BTR.
you cannot show, Luke.
Pull the trigger here.
It's such a good Lord Dance. Valkyrie's Ascent, it's low enough for them to go for the gamble. Now Finn with the Doom Taunt. Fury the Phoenix coming down as well. It's an all-in over on Albert, and the Lord isn't going to be taken down. They have just sown Evos away, and they still have a wave up top.
They're doing two things at the same time, by the way.
Beautiful.
Two damage dealers. Amon and Nile was focusing on the Lord, and the rest of the three was just zoning Evos away. It was a 3v5, 3v4 team fight, and they were losing.
What a Fury of the Phoenix again. The timing.
I mean, at this point, it's warranted, man.
Yeah.
It always lands, and also the synergy, man. I feel like they gotta practice it in a way.
That was such an impeccable Lord Dance.
Like in custom practice, we gotta figure out the timing here with the Fury of the Phoenix.
Yep. It's something honed through only practice. And they have practiced a lot. They've programmed a lot of these skills together. Bottom wave pushing. Freya up top as well. They're gonna hold the mid wave for a 3-wave push straight up. But no, Shogun takes a safe approach. He knows there might be a chance of an Evos ambush up top.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be the end game just yet, but there's a a small chance of it happening. Niall!
Oh my god. Oh! Yo, that was almost a kill. Luke was able to get a little bit of HP. Now walks up again. Mid base is really gonna fall already. And Evos deal with the Lord. Very good decision by Evos to hold the far lane base turret and just to sacrifice the mid.
Uh-huh. Now, is it Evosable in this position? They do have the heroes that they needed to pull this one off. You have the Phoenix.
Zoning away. Oh my god, damage on Airline's gonna get to the fountain in time. And Finn's the one who gets caught with a Tsunami Slam. And Shogun is free to hit. Base turret in the far lane taken down already as Moreno goes for the poke. BTR call it off. This isn't BTR, brother. Usually they would just go in the base.
Yep. Very jarring to see. A disciplined BTR? What the hell is that? That's not in my dictionary.
Hey, if BTR can learn that word that you just said, that isn't in my vocabulary until this game is over, they might be the best.
If you pull up the dictionary, Merriam-Webster, and you search up the word choke, there's gonna be a link on BTR's page.
No, they went from C to D, now it's discipline. Dang, you're the Phoenix.
For the love of the game. Nah, for the love of the game.
Nah, come, okay, sure. For vision, they see all of them there, and now they control every other wave up top.
Uh-huh. 9K gold with almost 10K. Just gotta make sure don't get it over 18K, man, because at that point you're doomed.
Evos still have a way to come back.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the case without his stuff as well.
They have scaled. Airline is full items. Few isn't, unfortunately. But Luke has gone to a point where I think he should be able to finally hold these waves before the Lord spawns. But even then, you can see him hesitating.
Oh, very much so, man. Like, Niall, he showed his
understandable
earlier.
Valid safety.
I mean, even against M-Man, which he already secured the Wind of Nature, he's most likely the one that's going to be handling the long lane.
Yeah.
You do not want to go 1v1 against this Moscow.
And to make it even worse, they have that
Global
far lane.
presence too.
Oh, Evos are just gonna go for it, dude. They have to just...
This is Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
No, they can't do it. Finn zones them away from it. It's too risky to take. He's gonna go for the jump right now, but he cannot get it. Finn gets caught by the Traction Pulse and Immobilization Field. Evolve Lord already now. Lord taking out a half HP. Reset again. The wave in the bottom lane is gonna build, and Evos are gonna go for the conceal up top. But there's just no one there. They're grasping at straws. They're trying to find a way to pull this back in favor.
Look at Finn. Unbreakable.
Here the Phoenix lands on everybody! Shogun in the back with the Valkyries Ascend. The Lord is a paid actor on Albert. Shogun falls. But look at the Lord right now and look at the wave in the bottom lane. It's the jungle taken down for the XP lane. BTR will take that trade any day of the week.
And all the Lords is for the Red Robots. This might be the nail in the coffin, the card that they need to break through the jungles of Evos. They are one step away to the next stage against Onyx.
The robots march on. As technology finally gotten the better of nature, the White Tigers are crumbling to the Red Robots. BTR playing it so slow. Back to their Season 7 form of program to win, discipline over anything else. Eman doesn't call the he calls the bluff rather. He knows something is happening, but he has a Purify, and Evos cannot hold that bush.
Oh, look at that wave management. 2 waves are going to be crashing in the mid lane and also top lane. BTR. Time is now.
They're looking for the throat. Eman lands the first shot of the fight. Courtesy Point Sounds, they're going to burst them down. Due to the Phoenix catching him again, but they're all able to evade through it. Down below, it's Niall up against Luke, and he's going to be taken very low. Tsunami Slam over to Shogun, but he's able to survive right now. As Finn gets taken down, but Eman is going to stay locked into the base. Bigatron move to the upper bracket semifinals, and they knock Evos out of Paris contention.